Welcome all of you to the online class of biology, class 12th. So, we are going to start the new chapter, that is microbes in human welfare, chapter 10. So, in the last chapter, we have studied that microbes are disease causing organisms. So, they cause a number of diseases in human being. So, that is the bad aspect of microbes. But in addition to this, microbes are very useful to human being. From ancient time onwards, we use microbes in different ways. So that aspect of microbes, the useful aspects of microbes, we are going to study in this chapter. When you see the distribution of microbes are found everywhere in soil, water, air, inside our bodies, or in other plants, animals, everywhere. They can even exist in what high temperatures, isn't it? In deep in the soil, or what in thermal vents. So everywhere, this can be, or even in ice caps, okay, snow covered areas. In everywhere, you can see what microbes. And these microbes are coming under protozoans, bacteria. They can be bacteria, fungus, microscopic plants, viruses, viroids, prions. All these are what coming under microbes, isn't it? And bacteria, fungi, etc. Can be grown in a nutrient media, and they form colonies, and that we can see with our naked eyes. Okay, so this kind of cultures are used to study the microorganisms, their habits, etc. So I have already told microbes causes a number of diseases in human being, in other animals, etc. Okay, and at the same time they are also useful to human being. Okay, the most common example where we use the product of the bacterium or the microorganism is when we make curd, isn't it? The production of curd from milk. So here the microorganisms like lactobacillus, okay, and others, commonly we call them as what, lactic acid bacteria or LAB, that will convert what milk into curd. So how they convert the milk into curd? When this bacteria grow in the medium, they produce certain acids, and this acids, lactic acids, will be produced. Okay, and this acids can coagulate the proteins and coagulate and partially digest the milk protein. Okay, so in this way they what convert milk into curd, and a small amount of curd itself is enough to make what milk or convert milk into into the curd. So while you are adding the started culture, or you can say a small amount of curd to the fresh milk, what you are adding is actually millions of LAB, okay, lactic acid bacteria, and in certain temperature they multiply and convert milk into curd. And while doing so, they also increase the amount of vitamin B12. Okay, so vitamin B12 is much more in curd than the milk, pure milk. Okay, and it is very useful they play a very useful or beneficial role in checking disease causing organism in the stomach. Okay, so in this way what lactic acid bacteria are very helpful for us. How? Because they can convert what milk into curd, and while doing so they produce or they increase the amount of vitamin B12. Okay, so vitamin B12 will be much more in curd than the milk. Okay, and it also plays a very important role or beneficial role in checking Okay, in disease, checking the disease causing microorganism means they control the multiplication of disease causing microorganisms. Another example where we use this microbes in the household activities is while making the foods such as dosha, idli, etc. We used to ferment the dough. Okay, so how they are getting fermented, how they get if we keep the dough using or by the microorganism, how they are getting soft, because the production of carbon dioxide, because we have studied that they can do fermentation. What is fermentation? The process of respiration which is taking place in the absence of oxygen, isn't it? So this microorganism can do fermentation. It's a kind of respiration, isn't it? And when they do the respiration, they produce carbon dioxide, isn't it? And this carbon dioxide will leave the dough when it is getting heated, and this makes the dough so soft. Okay, so you would have heard about what Baker's is. It is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, what it is? Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the type of yeast which is known as the Baker's yeast. Okay, Baker's yeast. And a number of traditional drinks, foods, etc. also is made by the fermentation of microorganisms. Toddy, okay, have you heard? It's a kind of traditional drink which is present in some part of the India, and this is made by the fermenting of sap, okay, of the palms. Palm saps will be fermented by the microorganisms. Okay, and they are also used in the fermentation of fish, soya bean, bamboo shoots, etc. to make the food. So while making the food also, what some of the microorganisms are used, okay, while making the fermented food. Okay, then cheese, that is also made by what that is in the production of cheese also the microorganisms are used. Okay, and different varieties of cheese are known by their texture, flavor, taste, etc. and that taste or flavor that differs according to the microorganisms they used. For example, Swiss cheese. Okay, Swiss cheese is characterized by large holes in them, and this is due to the large amount of carbon dioxide released by a bacterium known as Propionibacterium shermani. Understood? So Swiss cheese, for the making of Swiss cheese, what is the speciality of it? The large holes, and that is due to the production of large amount of carbon dioxide by bacterium called the Propionibacterium shermani. Okay, so in this chapter you have to learn all this, what scientific names that can be asked. Okay, so Swiss cheese is fermented by a bacterium known as Propionibacterium shermani. Understood? Then, and another type of cheese is Roquefort cheese, and they are made by specific fungus. Okay, so that two types of what cheese we discussed here, that is Swiss cheese, okay, and the Roquefort cheese. And for this production of all this, what we need, the the microorganisms are needed for this. Okay, so we have discussed what microbes used in household products, like what in the production of curd, in the production of fermented food. Okay, then what in the production of cheese, etc. we were studying. Okay, then have you heard about toddy? Toddy was actually what? It's a traditional drink, okay, of palms, and here the fermented sap from this palm is used. Okay, and different varieties of cheese are also made by using different microorganisms like bacteria or fungus. So next topic is what microbes in industrial products. Okay, in industries, how they are used. So in the production of various beverages like wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, etc., we use what microorganism, and the major organism that is used in this purpose is what? The yeast, the common bread yeast known as Saccharomyces cerevisiae, and that can be used for fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices to produce ethanol. And the procedure, the metabolic activity we have already studied. What is that? Fermentation, isn't it? Whereby what happened? They use the organic source and convert it into ethanol and carbon dioxide. Okay, so this ethanol, for the production of ethanol, this kind of yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, can be used. Okay, and depends upon the type of raw material used and the for fermentation and the type of processing. Okay, different types of alcoholic drinks are obtained. Okay, for example, wine, beer, etc. are produced without distillation, and whiskey, brandy, rum, etc. are produced by distillation of the fermented broth. Okay, so after fermenting, distillation also will be done. Understood? So these are what in the production of fermented in beverages. Okay, in the production of various beverages like what drinks, various drinks. Okay, microorganisms are used, and the quality of the drink will be depending on what the type of organism used. Okay, and the raw material used, etc., will determine what kind of what the product will be obtained. Okay, then next field where microorganisms are used are in the production of antibiotics. So have you heard about what is antibiotic? Antibiotics are chemicals which are obtained from some microorganism and which prevent the growth of other microorganisms. Okay, so in that way it can be said what it is against, isn't it, the what life of certain microorganism. For example, what antibiotic means, anti means against and bio means life, so they are against life when we consider the microorganism which causes the disease. Okay, so they work against the microorganism which are causing the disease. And with reference to human beings, they are pro-life, means they help the life or to propagate the life of human being, but they are against the life of what? The microorganisms. Okay, so these, how can you define antibiotics? These are chemical substances produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of other organisms or disease causing microbes. So this is the definition of antibiotics. Okay, once again, that is they are the chemical substances which are produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of other microorganisms. And the discovery of this antibiotics was an accidental discovery. Okay, accidental discovery, that is Alexander Fleming, you would have heard, who discovered the antibiotic penicillin, and he was working on Staphylococcus bacteria. He was growing Staphylococcus bacteria in a cultural media. Okay, and he observed that, okay, a mold, some kind of fungus growth in his culture, and where this fungus growth was there this Staphylococcus could not grow. Okay, and he found out that this is due to the chemical produced by the mold, and the mold that was grown there was Penicillium notatum, and he named that chemical as penicillin, and that was the discovery of first antibiotic. Okay, so antibiotics, I told the definition, they are the chemicals which are used to kill the growth of other microorganisms, and they are produced by microorganisms itself. Okay, and the first antibiotic formed was penicillin from what the mold known as Penicillium notatum, and it was an accidental discovery by Alexander Fleming when he was growing Staphylococcus bacterium in a medium. He could see that in certain region there was another growth of what mold, and that mold was Penicillium notatum, and he identified that the chemical produced by this particular fungus was not allowing the staphylococcus to grow, and he named it as penicillin, and it was what it was the first discovery of antibiotic. But the full potential, or in its efficiency or its potential, was established later by Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. Okay, and these antibiotics were used to treat the soldiers in World War II, and Fleming, Chain and Florey were awarded the Nobel Prize for this discovery. Okay, and these antibiotics are used against a number of diseases now. Okay, so many of the diseases are under the control of human being due to what? The discovery of antibiotics, like what? Plague, whooping cough, diphtheria, leprosy, all this were treated, or these diseases are treated by using various antibiotics. Microbes are also used in the production of chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules. For example, a number of acids. Have you heard about citric acid, acetic acid, butyric acid, lactic acid, etc.? So these acids are obtained, okay, by the action of various microorganisms, like see Aspergillus niger, okay, is used it is used in the production of Aspergillus niger is used in the production of citric acid. Okay, Acetobacter aceti is a bacterium that is used in the production of acetic acid. Then Clostridium butylicum, it's a bacterium which is used in the production of butyric acid. And Lactobacillus is a bacterium which is used in the production of lactic acid. All this you have to learn. Okay, it can be asked for 2 marks, okay, or in the form of what you will be asked to write the products of this. For example, Aspergillus niger, product of Aspergillus niger is what? Citric acid. So in that way, in any way it can be asked. So this names you have to learn. Okay, at least you can write in your copy so that you will not forget this. Aspergillus niger, it's a fungus which is used in the production of what? Citric acid. Then Acetobacter aceti is used for the production of acetic acid. Clostridium butylicum, it's a bacteria and it is used in the production of butyric acid. Okay, Lactobacillus is used in the production of lactic acid. Then we have already discussed that yeast is used for the production of ethanol, isn't it? As yeast does what? Anaerobic respiration. They produce what? Ethanol and carbon dioxide. So ethanol directly will be produced by yeast. So the common species of yeast which is used for this is what? Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, and while writing the scientific name, be careful. The generic name should be starting with the capital letter, and the species name should start with a small letter, and you have to underline it separately. Okay, so correctly you have to write, then only you may get the full marks. Then a number of enzymes are also produced by the microbes. For example, lipases. Okay, pectinases, proteases, streptokinases. All these are what? Various kinds of enzymes. So lipases are usually used for what? Used in detergent formulations. Okay. So if any oily stain is there, this lipases are what? Which removes the lipids. So if any stain which is of oily nature is there, lipases can easily remove this, isn't it? So in that way it works. And then another thing is what? Pectinases and proteases. So these are mainly used in the bottled juices, fruit juices. So if you buy a fruit juice from shops, okay, you can see that the juice will be more clear than if we make at home, isn't it? If you make at home, it won't be clear. And mango, if you are making a mango juice, okay, it won't be so clear if you make in your mixer or something like that. But if you buy the mango juice, okay, from it means a bottled mango juice, if you buy, you can see that the juice will be more clear. This is because of the use of what? Pectinases and proteases. Okay, so pectinases and proteases, they clear the the juice. Okay, then another example is streptokinases, that is produced by streptococcus bacteria, and then it will be genetically engineered, and it is used as a clot buster for removing clots from the blood vessels. Okay, so otherwise what will happen if clot is remaining there? That can cause what? The heart attack or something like that. So means to treat the clot, so other methods are there like angioplasty. Okay, so if the clot is not removed by the clot buster, then we have to go for that. But once the patient reaches to the doctor, according to the severity of the clot, they can suggest some medicines also. Okay, so that medicines include what? The clot busters, okay, which help in the removal of clot. And in that, the major enzyme involved is streptokinase, which is produced by the streptococcus bacteria. Okay, then another bioactive molecule is what? Cyclosporin A. Okay, so cyclosporin A, and that is used as a immunosuppressant. So when immunosuppressants are useful when organ transplantation is done. Okay, so we have studied that if organ transplantation is not done, if it is done, then our immune system consider what? The transplanted organ as a foreign object, and they start producing what? Antibodies against it. Okay, so we need to take what? Immunosuppressants. So that kind of a molecule is what? Cyclosporin A. Okay, and it is produced by a fungus known as Trichoderma polysporum. This also you have to learn. Okay, cyclosporin A is a clot buster, and it is used for what? Used as a immunosuppressant. Okay, and it is produced by a fungus known as Trichoderma polysporum. Okay, then another second one is statins. Okay, statins, and they are produced by the yeast Monascus purpureus. Okay, you have to write and practice all these names, it can be asked. Okay, so statins are what? They are used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. They can be used to reduce the blood cholesterol level. What is it? Statins. The product's name is statins, and it is produced by the yeast Monascus purpureans. And what is the function of it? They reduces the blood cholesterol. Okay, so it acts by competitively inhibiting the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. We have studied that inhibitor molecules, isn't it? Some of the where we have studied when we studied about the enzymes. So how they work is, which one? Statins. They competitively inhibit the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. So from this part, okay, so many questions can come, like what the organic acids, their sources, okay, then what is how lipases are useful or used, why lipases are used in detergent formulations, okay, then what why the bottled juices are more clear than the what the one which is made in the home. Likewise, so many questions can be asked from this, and you have to learn what all the names. Please write and practice these names. Okay, then bioactive molecules can be asked, for example cyclosporin, then dash, and then can be given what immunosuppressant agent, okay, immunosuppressant. Then next two can be given dash, okay, that is statins, okay, and they are produced from Monascus purpureus, and their function. Likewise, in different combination this questions can come. So be very thorough with the topic what we have studied today. Okay, thank you.